All right, everybody. You guys know what time of year it is, right? It's Minecraft Con mob vote season. That's right. Listen, I swear this wasn't planned, Mogminer, but this segment was, it wasn't planned for me to do this while you were here. I had this segment planned out since, earlier, or later last night. So it's actually quite funny and completely coincidence that I'm doing this segment while an ex Minecraft dev for Java Edition is in the chat. But we are currently going to be talking about the drama around the mob vote. Because, hey, I'm a political channel. Elections are political. Mob elections for a video game is a political topic, right? Right, guys? This counts, right? I say it counts. I say it counts. Friend of the channel, Jalen, has just put out a video about the drama surrounding the mob vote, the recurring drama that happens every year that a mob vote happens. And I actually did not watch this year's Minecraft event or follow the mob vote. I couldn't even vote in it because I don't have a Twitter account. So I'm curious to find out what happened because I didn't get to see any of the discourse this year. One of my favorite recurring yearly dramas is the unanimous dislike of the mob vote. It's sort of like a comfy tradition for me, part of the spooky season. Every October. Minecraft Live was terrible this year. It wasn't that bad. The new features I see a lot of promise in, and remember, they're showing a fraction of what gets added. We know from 1.20, they don't get our hopes up very high. They just show us, some basic things, and then we find out the depth of the update over time. And I actually prefer that way of doing things, to be honest. They overpromise every year, and now they literally can't overpromise. You can't overpromise if you underpromise, I guess. Anyway, with that said, let's check out the video. This is a friend of the channel, so links down in the description for the original, video if you want to go send some support. I highly recommend that you do. Please do. Let's not just joint content. And, yeah, let's check it out.
The Minecraft mob vote is always extremely controversial every single year it comes around. Whether it's adding useless mobs that make the night annoying, or adding a glowing squid because of...
I was gonna say they're not useless because they drop Phantom Membrane. Phantom Membrane could be replaced by another item. Let's be honest, guys. The Phantoms were just the biggest failure ever. The thought that we had when the Phantom was pitched was that they would be way, way, way high up in the sky. So you would have to be, on mountains or already quite high up to even encounter them. And that they would be, a dream hallucination that would be, a minor inconvenience at most. Yeah, you can just have mending for your Elytras. They really have no use. Yeah. Also, glow squids, I honestly don't mind. Glow squids have been retroactively given more use with their ink sacs, allowing you to give outline to signs, which is actually a really nice little feature I enjoy as a 2b2t player. And with Optifine and other mods that everybody uses when they play Java, they do glow. So, realistically, they do what they... in most people's client, they're doing what they were advertised to do. So, I'm not too mad about it.
Minecraft YouTuber told everyone to vote for it, with Mojang seemingly taking forever to create these simple mobs that a modder can make in a few hours. The Minecraft community is sick and tired.
So my understanding is that while yes, a modder can create those things in a few hours, and modders single people have done a lot of insane Minecraft overhauling mods that are just in fractions of the time Mojang has. At the same time, look at the stability of these mods compared to normal Minecraft. For all of Minecraft's faults, the amount of bugs, game-breaking exploits, and imbalanced problems that these mods have when you really get down to the brass tacks compared to vanilla Mojang released, approved Minecraft, it's night and day. Think back to even your favorite mod packs. If you play them for even a fraction of the amount of time you play a normal vanilla world, you will just break the game for the most part. Technic is a good example. You just break the game after 3 days of playing and making a power flower. These are not things that could be realistically added to the game. There's a very high standard that needs to be met. And while I think they've been a little stingier lately, I respect the fact that standards have to be met. Mogminer says, would it be bad if I pointed out I left years before the mob vote became a thing? It is not bad to point that out. Fell out of the habit of playing Minecraft prior to the mob vote becoming a thing, and that mob vote is broadly not a thing insofar as the devs will put their best immediate effort into it regardless of what the vote is. And also I have some experience with exactly what you're saying by virtue of adding rabbits. My coworkers at the time were the checks and balances. I wanted those hoppy little bastards to raid people's farm plots, but was outvoted. Yeah, like, there's a lot of people involved behind the scenes, so it's understandable that it's not the same as a small team of people, like 2 or 3 people or one guy making mods. In a lot of ways, there's just a lot of hangups. And there's Microsoft, which, you know, there's a certain level of quality assurance that needs to be met on Microsoft's end, beyond the quality assurance Mojang has to keep up. Also, that's a great idea, and that should be the case, but I know exactly why that's not allowed. It's that policy that Jeb has, and a lot of the higher-ups at Mojang have, that nothing should be able to destroy your hard work when you're not involved. If a player is not present, outside of lightning strikes and creepers, nothing should be able to destroy your work or alter the world in, like, a negative way. And so if rabbits raided your farm, that breaks that fundamental rule of Minecraft's design philosophy, but it's an awesome idea, and I wish they did that. It would literally lead you to having to think more creatively about making farms, and it's a fantastic idea. And it makes rabbits like, damn pesky rabbits, you know, it would be great. That's a damn good idea. I wish they did that.
Of the mob vote, and this year's mob vote has probably been the most controversial, and many people have decided to boycott this year's mob vote, making petitions, creating unions, calling for a revolution, and the
I haven't felt like I wished I was on Twitter for a while, but this is a case where I genuinely wish I could be part of that. That is some top-tier Twitter LARP. I appreciate it. This is some unironically respectable LARPing.
Sentiment around the whole mob vote seems to be that Mojang is extremely lazy and that people don't want.
It's not laziness. The fact that, like, the gaming community is so naive to the reality of game development that their interpretation of this is its laziness is a very clear sign of why you should not take the gamers' consensus around, like, why a game is this or that seriously. Gamers don't know shit about game development. They will assume the worst and think that, like, the devs aren't late. They work for Microsoft, okay? Like, I like to make jokes about how they're going off on a vacation to wherever to research whatever thing they're adding to the game as a way of, like, spending that Microsoft money, and they're taking, like, 6-month-long vacations, but it's a meme. It's not actually the case. They aren't lazy.
Want to choose anymore. They want Mojang to either add all the mobs or just stop doing the mob vote. And I mean, in classic Mojang fashion, of course, they didn't listen to the community and they decided to do it anyway. So this year's mobs were a crab, an armadillo, and a penguin, with all of these mobs having their own unique features. Like the crab, for example, it can walk up blocks and it'll drop a new item, which is a crab claw. And that would have allowed players to interact with blocks from a distance, so basically increasing the reach. And the armadillo mob curls up when it's threatened, and it drops shoots that can be used to craft armor for tamed wolves, which is actually really cool. So you could add armor to your wolves, and you won't have to worry about.
That's what won. So you get armadillo scutes to use for your wolf armor. That's actually really neat. There's a pretty deep well of community involvement when it comes to the rabbits. I put the Monty Python killer rabbit of, oh my god, that was you! I never found one of the killer rabbits. I feel so sad I never found one of the killer rabbits. I was scared of those. Like, are those going to be like a problem? Because they kill you fast. As a 1 in 1,000 spawn chance with blood around its muzzle. A community member ended up pulling up an exchange from years ago where Notch said in sympathy that he, in other words, Mojang, would avoid putting blood in the game going forward. The blood was removed. It's absolutely possible to interact with the community of the game in a healthy and positive way. Yeah, I think that's pretty cool. Are there in the game? Because I thought they were removed. It's just difficult when the vast majority of gamers have an attitude that any given change is a small matter of programming, when from a broad perspective, it can potentially impact every facet of a game. Yeah, they don't understand how deep it goes. They think it's just like building a brick wall, but that's not how it is. It's more like polishing a tinfoil ball.
About like a creeper blowing them up or something, and it just kind of seems like penguins are just kind of cute.
They disabled its command only. I'm sorry, Mogminer. They should have kept the killer rabbit in survival by default.
They do apparently give you like a speed boost or something, but for the most part, they just kind of seem like a useless mob. But I mean, they are cute, okay? And
I do want penguins to be in Minecraft down the road. They should be added.
So of course, like
ice biomes need more special mobs to give them unique life.
Every year, there's a debate about which one's better. The crab adds more reach. That's kind of cool.
Hey, in the long run, I'm more proud of adding the ability to mod block models via resource packs. Holy shit. Hell yeah. Mogminer W.
Cool. The penguin is cute, okay? And then, of course, the armadillo adds wolf armor, which is cool, okay? Finally, wolves are getting something to protect them, okay? I like customizing wolves. I kind of feel like wolves should kind of get an update like the ocelots did. So then we have dogs in Minecraft. That would be kind of cool, Mojang. And it appears...
Yeah, breeding domesticated dogs would be neat, but that's a little too complex. Although we have the axolotl breeding. That's not far off. Dog breeding would be cool. Dog and cat breeding. I was only there for like a year, but there are some fond memories. That's nice. I'm glad you've got those memories. And that's just such an awesome experience to say that you've had. Like, being able to work for the creation of the biggest game in the world. The biggest game ever. It has topped Tetris.
Here's at the armadillo.
Of course I remember better than Wolves Rehab. Or Rahab. I read it as Rehab.
Won the mob vote, and I mean, people of course aren't happy because they didn't want this mob vote to even go through in the first place. That's it. I'm putting my foot down. I demand you add the penguin and the crab this instant. Minecraft is
I want them both, yeah.
My life. Removing the penguin and crab is basically the same as my parents divorcing. Consider your options carefully, Minecraft. November 18th, 2023. They better
Holy fuck. Minecraft better listen.
Listen to this guy. He's serious. I can tell. He means business here. Tommy just replies with sad. I don't want to be a Minecraft mob anymore. Holy shit. Even the Enderman is displeased. Open your eyes and see what they've taken from us. Babies in the comments crying is the best part of the mob vote every year. Yeah, you know what else is funny, Tubbo? You wasted $1 million on a Minecraft server that died. Okay, that was a bit too far.
I love the Minecraft Zoomers getting mad over, like, this modern stuff. I remember the first time I ever got mad about a Minecraft change was when they finally announced that zombie giants were never going to be in survival and get a use. I always thought that something would be done with zombie giants. I liked the idea of them so much. They were such a neat concept. Their hitboxes were broken as fuck, but, you know... I remember being so upset when I found out those weren't ever going to be, like, used for anything, and they just kind of got, you know, hidden.
I apologize, but you picked the wrong side, Tubbo. Congratulations. Now your dogs can stay at home, but well protected. Armadillo is not useful in any way, shape, or form. Well, I mean, it's at least a bit more useful than the penguin, so I'll give it that.
It's the most useful of the ones on the list.
We do not care. Add them all. The creeper revolution is now. F Mojang. Revolt against the mob.
We are going to be able to radicalize a generation of little Minecraft Zoomers into communism, guys. This is how we do it. The Minecraft gamers will be the vanguard of the revolution.
Vote for Armadillo. I'm guessing that this is a mod that someone created. I mean, like I said, this stuff can literally be created in hours. Okay, these features that Mojang takes years.
Yeah, listen, I know, but to be clear, the balancing and the amount of quality assurance is very much like I get it, but you don't know game development. The only people that don't agree with this are game developers. Although, to be fair, It's the design philosophy that's the problem. It's not their... The real issue is the design philosophy. But Zan, I don't want to fight alongside 14-year-old girls. I'm sorry. Yeah. It's mostly 14-year-old girls on, like, MC Twitter posting about how much they love Dream and Tommy in it. They'll be the vanguard of the revolution. We're going to have to kneel to the girl bosses that are going to bring in the era of worker solidarity. It's Jover. Sag. No, but seriously, the only, like, the real issue is with the, like, development philosophy behind Minecraft right now. I have seen some pretty apt criticism from game developers. I know that I've seen the head dev of Terraria taking the piss out of Mojang lately, but it's not around Mojang being lazy. It's around Mojang not having the best design philosophy and not really being, as of late, too willing to listen to their very vocal fan base. Have you heard of Moon Channel? He's a lawyer. No. This is unrelated. No, we're not getting Stunlocked. I'm joining the counter-revolutionary forces.
To put in the game literally take hours for a modder. It makes no sense that they take so long to put such basic simple features into the game. I taught myself coding and modeling in 48 hours and added all 3 mobs from our mob vote to Minecraft just to show that Mojang is lazy. Is that like a moo bloom?
I get that it's a meme and all that, but this really just demonstrates how, like, blatantly unaware of how game development works gamers are. And as much as I can enjoy the taking the piss out of Mojang nowadays, it's so depressing to see game developers get the shit end of the stick from the state of gamers blaming the devs for everything that upsets them and the lack of patience. It's particularly apparent in the Hytale sphere, where you've got, like, the people who are above 16 years old who are, like, completely fine and normal, and then all the, like, kids screaming and complaining about how they can't wait any longer and they're tired of waiting, as if that'll change anything. Hey, Holly and Hash, good to see you guys.
Golem, and I don't know what this thing is over here. And is that a turd?
Minecraft has a boatload of legacy code that needs to be cleaned up. I suspect even to this day there's a ton of tech debt that needs to be addressed. If all the developers were doing was working on new stuff, yes, it would be that quick, but it isn't. Completely true. I imagine every new thing breaks something else. Like, correct me if I'm wrong, didn't you say that the first thing Notch ever said to you was sorry about the code? Because him and his ex-wife, like, just kind of did what they could at the start of it, and Minecraft was built on a Swiss cheese foundation. Oh, Hash, you'll appreciate this because you're, like, very into Minecraft coding and stuff like that. Mogminer is a Minecraft, ex-Minecraft Java dev who worked for a year at Mojang. They made rabbits. September 2013 was, I was here in Stockholm for the interview. Wow. September 2013, where was I? I was probably at school, excited to come home and play Minecraft. That's so wild. You were working on the game during the peak of my Minecraft, like, playing and hype. Finally got to meet the man. My first introduction to him was at the office. We shook hands and he apologized for the quality of the code. I had to explain that it's actually not that bad. Honestly, it's impressive what he did. Like, it's definitely not that bad. Like, what has been created with it is impressive, but it could be better. The difference between Minecraft and most commercial games is that most commercial games aren't easily decompiled. Yeah, Minecraft can basically just be reproduced easily. Like, you can just, like, reproduce Minecraft extraordinarily easily, steal assets. That's definitely a unique aspect of Minecraft for a game its size, especially since Minecraft is the game. It is the biggest game of all time. That's wild. Give Hash the check mark. Oh, yeah. I'll do that. Give me 1 second.
Apparently, this mob vote had over 5 million votes. I mean, 5 million people, that's a lot. It looks like... it looks like...
Obviously, people aren't going to abstain from the vote when it's that easy, and it's going to affect a game they actually play. Believe it or not, people, even when they feel disaffected from the electoral process, will still vote if they can directly see the effect the election has on on their lives. And in the case of a game and a feature being added, it's a pretty good motivator for people to take part in the electoral process. Plus, it's easy to vote. And the less roadblocks there are, the more people vote. So just the smallest roadblocks result in massive voter disenfranchisement.
Like the revolution was not as successful as people hoped it would be. I hope that Mojang just listens to the community for once and ends the mob vote. I'm never gonna get over the piss cow, okay? Like, it's a yellow cow. That's better than a glowing squid. The glowing squid is so useless and it's awful. I hate it so much. I just don't understand why they won't add all of these mobs. I mean, they've created them. They've coded them. They've made the features. Like, imagine.
They said that they're on the backlog, to be fair, so apparently we'll be getting those down the road. But there's no guarantee that ever happens. That promise could be turned back on anytime. A lot of cleanup that needed doing circa 1.8 was extremely invasive and isn't the sort of thing that third-party modding API could reasonably do, at least not with an enormous amount of coupling to the code base for a specific version. It has less to do with monetization and more to do with updating. Interesting. Okay. Yeah, like Minecraft, this is just fundamentally a lot of gamers not understand. Like, they have a reason to be mad, and they should be mad, but they're mad for the wrong reason. They're attributing it to the wrong thing, and they don't understand coding well enough to properly evaluate what the problem is.
How awesome that would be to load up the next Minecraft.
Oh, it's okay, Mogminer. It happens.
Update and have 3 cool new mobs in the game. I guess maybe they don't want to, like, put too many mobs in the game. Maybe. But, like, you're going to have that problem anyway. If you keep doing the mob vote every year and adding a new mob every year, 10 years from now, there's going to be 100 new mobs in the game. The sniffer, dude. Who voted?
Well, that's fine. I'm fine with having tons of new mobs in the game. The more the merrier, in my opinion.
For that thing. It's so ugly, dude. I despised the Minecraft mob vote, okay? I miss when it was just, oh, someone added a horse mod. You know, we like horses. We want that in the game, and not just like, okay, here's your horses. Anyway, that is this year's Minecraft mob vote. It was kind of funny to see everyone come together and try to protest Mojang, but it was.
Okay, to be clear, the horses were literally from the Mo Creatures mod, right? Weren't they literally Mo Creatures horses? I mean, back in the day, it feels like Mojang was way more willing to, like, work with mod stuff. But now they hire a lot of modders, so it's, you know, it's sort of a mixed bag. I really like that Kojo Max, the creator of the Tropicraft mod, has been hired. He's behind the bamboo getting added in 1.20. The main thing is that even within the Java version, cleanup could be a huge issue. Might have the code for habits haven't said. I like reading your messages, Mogminer, because they're interesting, even if they're not towards me.
Looks like it's gonna take a lot more to get them to listen. So you know what that means.
Drop the anvil on Mojang. Anyway. That's a good video from Jalen. I appreciate the summary of the situation. Very good video. Jalen is, of course, a friend of the channel, so if you want some based commentary videos that are not coming from a Nazi or like a weirdo conservachud, then go check out Jalen. Here's a link. There you go. Go send some support. Go say Zan sent you. Go subscribe. Go leave a like. And make sure to say Zan sent you, because I like it when people say Zan sent them. It makes me look good, and I like it when you guys make me look good.